Henrik, everyone. Let's do this.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Do you know how to play, Henrik?
Yeah, I think I did a bad kick on accident.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Hey, we don't have it. Alright, no, man.
The gates here, Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
Do you know how to switch your players?
What?
Do you know how to switch your players?
Yeah, I do.
Another 1st and 10.
You're not even a player, it shows me. I don't know you are.
Smith.
No, I could have got the touch.
He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Dang, I really.
1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Now Gino.
Oh, I just
Yeah, I saw that. Your old man just got demolished.
I fell over like Hayden.
He just got demolished.
Man, we don't have enough controllers.
And you'll need a whole nother username to do this, to play with Ben.
There's another account.
Your old man fell over. Yeah, I look everywhere with everything. No! DK Metcalf was out. I didn't see him.
You just don't have enough controllers.
I'm sorry, Ben.
Feel better. He's doing the thing where he just lays down.
On 4th down, they're going to try the jet sweep.
No!
Over pursuit there.
No!
To take this down to the 25-yard line.
Metcalf actually did a good job.
That's a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Oh, no, I don't.
Now Gino on 1st down.
All over fatty.
Yeah!
This is taken.
Did you see one hand catch it? Did you see one hand? He one hand catched it. How does Locken do that? How did Locken do that?
Back-to-back receptions
have
for him, but it's another 1st down.
I don't even know how to do the plays you do. I just play it like a normal person.
Set up with an early 1st and goal.
Hurry up!
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he will take this.
We scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown.
DJ Dallas. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here.
We scored a touchdown.
His guys will go for 2 here.
What are you doing to a 2-point?
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
We scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. What was DK Metcalf doing? He just took a knee right after the goal. Why did I say goal? You know what you're doing? I don't think you know what you're doing, buddy.
I don't.
You don't? Well, I think you know how to play I think you know how to play Madden though. How did he not? That was actually a good play for you. That was a good play for you.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Allen. And he slips up past the 45 before.
Oh, you tried to tuck back, huh?
No,
And a Buffalo 1st
no,
down.
no. Hey, what you doing?
Off the play fake.
What was I doing?
We'll find
Oh!
and he'll be brought down just shy of 40.
You're trying to play smart, buddy.
Now it's 1st and 10.
I'm trying to play dumb.
You're actually doing good.
Allen to throw once more.
Just don't throw to random people. Throw to the people that's open.
Yeah, what do you think?
You're not throwing to the people that's open.
Has been moving well this series. Good thing for them though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up.
Meanwhile, Allen's still going to be caught by Davis.
Do you know how to do a jet sweep?
Down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
I don't think you know how to do a jet
Chance to
sweep.
get that initial touchdown.
I've done it before, like one time.
To the air, Allen.
Oh,
Yes! He almost caught that. You almost lost one of my players. You almost lost one of my players. We'll do more series of this, guys.
Through the jostling from the defender.
no!
Double team and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30.
Get it, buddy!
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. We thought this defense would
Your
be
buddy doesn't know how to run.
already up.
Your buddy doesn't know how to run. Do you know that, Henrik? Your buddy doesn't know how to run.
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them.
Your buddy really doesn't know how to run.
But here's the thing now.
That's funny.
Pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too over him. Others say, I got 2 touchdowns. Go get them, guys.
That takes us near the 25. Just a little.
No, I selected the wrong play.
26. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Whoa, are you trying to do a jet
They
sweep?
find themselves in a good size hole here, and a good size
Never
hole
mind.
early on in this game.
I guess that was a good play.
First down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
I was trying to truck you that play.
Scrimmage, the 37 on
So then you fumbled.
to throw, it's Allen. On the slant, he's got Davis.
That was an insane play.
Past the 45 before
That was an insane play.
back-to-back good plays
Ah,
have him
that
on
was
the
like
move
an
on
illusion.
first down.
I know.
Allen gonna throw.
Diggs, you almost got Moss, Diggs.
Hold on through the contact. Brings up
Thanks,
second
Mom.
No, Diggs is number 6 on my team. And you also got a Diggs on your team.
Play fake to Singletary,
Well, you
and
have
now
a
it's
Diggs on
Allen
your team?
going deep for Diggs.
Oh my god!
Yeah! That was a far throw, Henrik. Your first ever far throw for me.
Bro, I always think far throws are bad.
When you hold it too long? Yeah.
Get it, buddy!
No, nah. Yeah.
This isn't gonna work, but I'm trying to punt it far. Far, turn him on.
No good. What? Huh?
And that changes things as they've got a first down.
Okay.
Your mind is probably blown.
Now Allen.
No way.
At the 6-yard
I don't even know what just happened.
Yeah, I don't even know what to do.
3 yards. And the
Good play,
Bills get a
good
bit
play.
closer.
Thanks. Oh, shoot, I'm not gonna make it.
And this kick is no good.
You have to get it around the line. Don't get it by the red.
Later, here's
The red just makes it horrible. Or the end. The end makes it also horrible. I guess you know how to kick, because if you know how to kick to me, then you know how to kick. Ooh!
Just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
I think Seattle got some new plays. I don't know any of these plays
A
really.
long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
I wish Hayden was in this game so everyone could truck him.
Watching what's happening right now, but
I don't know.
let's give credit where it's due.
But what he
Kind of like how that one Hayden got trucked.
Secondary getting
But he would be good for when he's running the ball.
How so? He can't even run faster than a swamp.
No, but he weighs.
Another first down.
He weighs over more than.
No, he doesn't. I don't even know.
Now is Gino.
Almost got sacked.
And his throw here's in.
No!
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands.
What play am I doing? I don't know what play I'm doing.
And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
No, Dad, he was blocking me.
He hits his target, Lockett.
How is that even?
Marking down at the 9. He has already cracked the century mark in receiving in this opening quarter.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Hang on, can we pause the game for a second?
Why?
My dad
Play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense.
Sorry, I can't stop the game.
Nice job scouting. Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
I'll touch.
After having worked on it all week in practice. They
No.
drilled on the play.
No,
and they drilled.
Dad.
That's copyright.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here, and they'll be driven back, losing yards to the 9. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got a man, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Back to the ground. This time Cook. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And that is a shank. Oh, it's no good. Off to the right, and they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first. What a play. It's a 1st down as they get 19 yards on the fake punt. Smith throwing again. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
They snap it to Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
On 2nd and 10, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction.
Tyler Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 56 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
23 yards, the final tally. Throwing now is Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best.
Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, you're off.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 51 yards. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field. On 4th down, ready to punt. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. And I don't know what the method is to know when to dial up a fake punt, when not to. Whatever the method there, it worked for them.
I think you actually did explain it. There is no method. It's just a feel, a sense, and a healthy dose of guts in order to call that play in that situation.
Element of surprise, I guess, right?
Yeah, element of surprise and just a strong belief that, hey, we're going to get it done.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. And he's brought down. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Well, I think the hope is, you know, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. operating from the red zone now. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield.
Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a touchdown grab from Josh Allen. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drives. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Geno now to throw. Here's a diving catch right side. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, an 11-yard touchdown. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken from about the 12. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Smith on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's 2nd and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Smith. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And the Bills are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually...
And now here is another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Flushed out right.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was All-State. I'll make it rain out here.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
On 2nd and 7, Smith.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
On first down, Allen. And my goodness, another interception.
Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
And this offense on third down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, Smith. And here's a diving catch made behind the line of scrimmage. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Smith. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Smith. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Seahawks up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big one.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Smith now to throw.
He completes this to Walker, and he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Here's Smith. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown! Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get to the goal line. And for the first time here this afternoon, they are thwarted on the 2-point conversion. And the Bills are going to recover. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Allen now looks to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. And with that pass, CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
I'm really out for blood this time, look.